up, guys? We are back, and we got the mousetrap here. We're making progress, but we got to get this thing done for one, and for this video, we got to get the cab back off. We got to get it loaded on the trailer, take it to Kevin's. What?
We got to get the cab back off?
Yes.
So we're just sending it as is.
No, we got to pull the body back off. I thought you knew that.
No.
Well, that's what we got to do in this video.
This is a surprise for me and you.
Well, while the body's gone, we can still work on the chassis. Otherwise, if it's all gone, then we can't do nothing. All right, so now that we're all on the same page, I thought Hannah was, but apparently not.
We're usually not. I'm like 3 chapters behind.
It is what it is. So let's go ahead and see what we get into today. We left you guys with the center console. We got that done. Well, done-ish. So we got to finish some things up. So let's get on it and see how far we get today. All right, here we go. Tell us what we got going on today.
I'm not sure. So
we probably, before we start filming, we need to probably be on the same page because this is the third time we've attempted this.
Anyways, now that we're on the same page, this is going to go here. We're going to have a flat piece of metal here. This is just what we cut out. But we've got a lot going on right here that it looks empty, but it's not going to. We're going to have the air tank here. We decided to go with just one bigger one because my Viking has one and it's fine. So we're going to have the air tank here, paint it up all cool, and then have the air compressor somewhere and batteries somewhere. So it's and the air dog. So
there is a lot going on in the back of this car because we don't really want to put the batteries in the front of the car because we don't want, you know, a trashy looking battery up there. So we're going to put the batteries and hide everything in the back. So you open the hatch up and everything is hidden or accessible from the hatch of this car.
Which also, come this way.
All right.
This, I don't know what I'm going to put up here yet. I know I want like a little edge on the front and back, just in case, like if I have my purse in here and it spills, I don't want everything everywhere because I know it will be. But I wanted to leave this as open as we can just because it is a very small car, and I feel like we need to be totally aware of our surroundings at all times because if a semi, I don't even know if they're going to be able to see us.
Yeah, we're going to definitely have to be careful. Is there room for mini wheat to ride in there?
Barely. I don't know.
So our plan of attack is we're going to put the air tank here, which we don't have the air tank, and then we're going to run copper lines that go from the air tank down here.
Why I went with a copper lock.
Yeah, and then the lines are going to go right down here. That is the plan. It's looking pretty good. We got to finish the transmission tunnel, so we're also going to mess with that. So we got to start with taking some sheet metal and sheeting all that in.
But we also don't know where we want the shifter. We don't know what kind of shifter we want. I need cup holders because I hate driving, and Corey has spilled
Who said you're driving?
multiple drinks in his farm truck.
Yeah.
So we have got to have cup holders. I don't care if they hang off this thing. I don't really care. We just have to have them.
They make the ones that hang off the door. We can do that. Not impressed?
No,
okay.
Honey, we ain't got much room anyway.
Yeah,
the
true.
drink is going to be hovering above you.
We'll get a small drink.
And well, that might work because then you can eat and...
Okay. All right. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this air dog out of the box. Or actually, we got to sheet this in. So let's go ahead and sheet the back end. I know it. So, all right, let's get on it.
So we are pausing a moment of silence for the grinder. Corey was grinding and all of a sudden it shut off and he said, "What'd you do?" He thought I turned it off on him. So then he plugs it in over here. So I won't step on the cord or anything and it still won't run.
Now I took it apart, so now it really ain't ever gonna work.
Yeah. So rest in peace to his little grinder. We're gonna have to go get a new one because this one is not working at all. And Corey, I mean, we don't have anything else to cut it with, really. I mean, we have the, whatever that is. What's that thing called? The torch. Torch. Or the plasma cutter, but the plasma cutter's broke too.
Well, it's actually fixed, but it won't cut what I'm trying to cut. If there's any good companies out there watching that need somebody to test their grinders, I am the man.
Will it work?
Probably not. Hold on. I don't know where this piece went. I think we're going to put it together without that piece.
It probably went on the bottom there.
Here.
Yeah, it looks like it's got a little notch
there.
cut out.
We might be in business.
Are all those screws, did all of them come out of that?
Yeah.
And all of them are not going back in it?
Maybe.
All right, moment of truth.
And I only have one part left over. I don't know where it went.
So to start with, we got our fuel tank in the back of the mousetrap and got us a piece of metal bent up. Yes, this is galvanized metal.
It's all we had.
Yeah, it's all we had, to be honest with you. We used all our 14 gauge regular metal in the car and the 41 Dodge, and I just needed one little piece. So we use this 14 gauge galvanized metal, and we're going to bedliner everything anyway, so it's not going to be seen or noticed unless you guys tell somebody.
By a galloping horse.
Never be seen by a galloping horse. That's right. So what we're going to do, we're just going to simply set this here in the back. The fuel tank is in there. We're just going to slip this in here like so. And then if I find my tape measure, fall down. We're just going to put this in there like that, cap the ends of this thing, and that's going to be our fuel tank cover pretty much.
We've got our game plan. We are going to, well, we just took the tailgate off my truck because that's how you get to the
Air compressors.
Air compressors. It's getting late. And then we measured it. It's 3.5 at the widest point. So that is exactly what the floor is. So we're gonna have to do something. Either take out the little bit of the door or just push this back a little. So
I think we're just going to push that thing we just literally got in there.
Yeah.
Push it back a ½ inch or an inch.
and
Otherwise,
then fuel pump will be here. And then Corey said some kind of Ultima.
batteries.
Ultima?
Yeah, so you can turn them on their side, and we can set it on this left corner over here. And then
have the two
Yep.
guys right here and then still the tank.
Yep, so tank, battery, air compressor, fuel pump. Right? All right, so I guess let's cut this thing back out. At least I didn't weld it in there good.
Yeah, I know.
So let's cut it out real quick, move it back an inch, and then see how far we get. It is getting late, so we might start on this tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out tonight, but see how far we get and go from there. I can buy myself farm trucks. Do you think we should cut some off this?
Yes.
Right here?
Yes.
To make it take an inch off?
Yep. I was gonna say, really would rather you not.
Alright, so just take an inch off.
1 inch. You want me to hold the tape measure across?
We have a level for that. You want to hold it?
No.
Here.
Ow! You got such a fat head, you just put that into my nose.
Put her in there.
clean this shield. That is bad.
Does that look better?
Yeah, definitely give it more room.
I think that'll be better. All right, well,
What are you doing about the floorboard now?
I have to put a little piece in there or something. All right, weld it in there. You want me to weld it?
I mean, I can tack it. Well, Corey went ahead and cut the floorboard out of it because there wasn't much there anyways. That way we can just start fresh. But we don't have any more construction paper, so we're gonna have to go get that so we can make the floor, and hopefully it'll work out from there.
So as soon as the dollar store opens in the morning, we'll head there.
Not we.
Not we?
No, you.
Grab that welder there, homie, and weld that. Over there. So this thing has 100% all new floorboard after tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta get this done and get it over to Kevin's, and
Yeah, smart. We gotta bust our butts.
yep. So I guess we will see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, it is the next morning, and as you can see, I got this not welded on there no more. I cut it off this morning because I got thinking after I tack welded on there last night, it came back out here this morning, and I was thinking, man, that's gonna be really hard to do, you know, hook up the fuel lines and everything if that thing's welded into place. And if for some reason we gotta take the fuel tank out of this car, there's gonna be no way to take the fuel tank out unless we remove the car. Yeah. So what we're doing now is scratching this one, and I made another one. It's over here. So here is the new and improved one, and what we're gonna be doing with it, it goes in there. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be putting a piece of metal on the back side, and this is gonna be a removable cover so we can get to the fuel tank. It'll help us allow, you know, wire up the sending unit, hook the fuel lines up and everything if this thing's out of the way. I have these hinges. I was planning on putting these hinges on top and letting it flip up, but that won't work as well because the air tank will be sitting right here in this area. It can't flip up if the air tank's in the way, and the only way to flip it up would be to remove the air tank, but then we gotta remove the lines. So I figured the easiest thing is just to bolt this into place, remove the bolts, and this will come off. So that's where we're at now. That's just kind of part of it. It's backtracking a shade, but it's gonna be a lot easier down the road. So what we're gonna be doing this morning is we need to go ahead and finish the rear floor. So I'm gonna take a couple measurements, rip us a piece of metal, stick it in there, and then you know, go ahead and finish the back end of this car. We got our piece of floor in there. I went ahead and put our fuel tank cover back in there. And then what we're gonna be doing is putting nut certs into the floor and into the flange that we're getting ready to install on the back of the car here. So a nut cert is similar to a rivet. What this is gonna do is this nut cert threads onto this little machine. You gotta drill a hole, of course, and then slide the nut cert into the piece of metal, squeeze it, and then it makes a flange up against the bottom of the metal and to the top, and then it basically gives you a threaded insert. So that's what we're gonna be doing to this, and that's how we're gonna be able to remove and install this. So now that this is in place, we just simply gotta figure out where we're gonna put our nut certs, drill the holes, rivet these in, and run 3/8 bolts in it, and we're ready to go. Yeah, get the air hose.
No, are we putting the fuel tank in there again?
Yeah, we will here in a bit. We can't put the fuel tank in until we cut the back of that. I don't know where that goes. So that is how a nutsert works. As you can see, we just basically put those threaded inserts in there, and our 3/8 bolts thread right in there with ease. I will say, if you get them crooked, like start the bolt in crooked, and the nutsert starts spinning, it's a bad day. All right, there you have it. Our fuel tank cover is on.
After a drill is thrown across the room and a little temper tantrum, it is ready. Don't even say no.
I didn't say anything.
So we have our construction paper. We've already cut out the angle of the floor. So now we're just going to take it here and make sure everything lines up. And Corey does not want me to fold, but you will just press along the edge. And right here.
All right, cut it out with some scissors and see if your little piece fits, and just wing it.
You need to find a different light. For real, I don't want to cut it. The light's a bunch of paper. There we go.
You gonna fit?
I hope so. Yep.
It's perfect. Sweet.
Okay, now that that's done, we can cut the other pieces out and weld them to it later on. We're really just trying to get done what has to be done for the sandblasting, and right now we're going to be working on this empty spot. So I would call it the floorboard, transmission tunnel, whatever you want to call it. This is what we're working on now. So we've got lots of construction paper so we can kind of figure out what we want to do here. So we both sat in here, talked about what we kind of had a vision for the transmission tunnel. He's wanting more of just something to cover it, which is fine. I think it would be nice if we had something that metal that goes here and then straight up and back and covered it all. Just so there's not just a random...
Basically, it's the same thing, but different.
Yeah, definitely different. But
yeah, mine's better.
But I don't know how it's gonna look just to have the rest of that open in there. I'd rather just have it
Boxed off.
Yeah, just so.
Well, let's just go ahead and take them few little dials or whatever off the dash, and
That'd
then
be cool to drop the car like that, like a radio. Turning it down is lowering it.
It's a good idea if I could figure out how to make it work. But let's go ahead and take them dials off the bottom of the dash. We got our green construction paper. I bought 10 of them, so surely that's enough. And we'll pretend that green construction paper is our sheet metal, and then kind of get a good game plan of what we want. I do know that she said she wanted a couple cup holders in there, so maybe we can French them in and make them look cool. I got some exhaust tubing. Maybe we can French in there and get in there. That's what you call it, is French in there. Whatever.
Give it a little French
Show me.
kiss.
Show me your little glove box. That is just big enough for
The set of keys.
set of keys and the registration. All right. Whoa. What's going on, Buckwheat? Buckwheat's getting old.
Right here.
We got a peephole in our door, so we don't have to walk outside all the time. All right.
It has a lot of air coming. You took the tape off.
I took it off because it was getting dirty. We had clear tape over it.
Say my eyeball is like...
Your eye was drying out.
Yeah, it was. All right, back to it.
So the proper way to remove stuff is the grinder. Ooh, Barry, if you're watching this, I'm not cutting stuff off the dash.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I could just find us a piece of sheet metal because that's going to be hard to visualize with the cardboard. If I would have got cardboard, it would have been better.
We have that real hard cardboard stuff up there.
We'll use that guy. So, real quick, we have a subscriber that his name's Keith, and he gave us.
He said, since this is a tavern, we need the best bartender around or in the world.
We got this guy in here. I'm not sure his name. What's his name? Forgot.
I don't remember either. But I remember seeing a show with him on it. And
Well, it's Full Throttle Saloon.
Well, yeah.
But I forgot the guy's name. But anyways, I guess he's our bartender.
He ain't doing a very good job because we're always sober.
And real quick, while we are talking about people getting this stuff, so I got a package today, and and it's from my buddy Cody, but he ordered it off eBay and then sent it here, addressed to Corey Frog Daddy Wheat. Anyways, he got us this little Sweeney's Possum Wheat Sure Death to rats, mice, moles, and gophers. Directions: put a little of the wheat in a box, pan, or saucer into a convenient place where the rats, mice, moles, or gophers can find it. They will do the rest. All right, that's a little hard to read because it's like about gone. So I thought maybe he sent like a dead mouse or something, but that's not the case. It's just a cool little box. So thank you, Cody. And we got this cool Good Guys banner in the mail from Dave Myers. He wrote us something here. I still got to read it. I literally just got all this stuff in the mail. So let's see what we got from Mr. Dave. We got a letter. I will read that. Got his car here.
Oh.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. He's doing a lot of work to that thing. Oh,
wow.
Look at there. That's pretty good, a little transformation right there. Let's see, what else we got? Oh, looks good. Let's see, what else? Oh, wow.
I wonder if that's what it started at, I guess.
I'm sure in that letter he will let us know. All right, we got all kinds of stickers. That is awesome. Golly, the whole thing's full of stickers. They just keep coming. Quick Performance. I actually called them yesterday.
Ooh, I want this one.
Man, he's got the hookup on the stickers.
Yeah, he does.
So we appreciate you, Dave. Thank you so much for the package. And I will read your letter. I mean, we literally just got it out of the mail. All right, so back to what we were doing. Where is that piece of metal that I was looking for?
Well, I don't know.
All right, that can be good.
I need this to be out.
Well, we're getting ready to hook it up here. Well, not today, I guess. All right, so what we got going on is our first piece of metal. I hate to admit,
we will be the only people to sit back in that car.
Yeah, hate to admit, we're just going straight for Hannah's idea. I mean, that's it. I mean, this is what you wanted, so we're going straight for Hannah's idea. My idea would have been fine, but we didn't got time for this and that and whatever, so we figured out that, well, the key cylinder is center of the car, so we marked our piece of metal center here. So Hannah's just gonna simply hold that black line to the center there, and I'm gonna tack it. Just go ahead and put some pressure on it, come going. Ready?
Yep. There's still a wire up there.
Alright, so this, we'll maybe just tack it to the dash for now.
Think it will?
Oh, should.
Ow! Ow!
Alright, so there is our first of many pieces of metal. Now we'll build off that. Basically just have little skirts coming from here down, cover it all up, and I think she's wanting either a piece of metal here and up, and then the cup holders, or do this way
45,
and then
yeah. Either way will be fine.
Hey, you're breaking things loose.
Oh, I'm literally just moving that.
Hold on.
You gotta tack a little better. Where's your exhaust tube?
That piece out there that you were trying to junk the other day. That piece. Remember, you had a piece. You had a piece of exhaust tubing. You're gonna junk
Honey,
it.
there's so much crap out there. I would want to junk everything.
You don't mean that.
All right, we have one piece of paper in here. Corey's going to see if we have any metal.
Might have to go eat lunch and go get us a piece of it.
Okay, well, looks like we don't. So,
Yeah, so here's what we got. We got the one piece in there. It looks, I mean, it's working. You can see it up here at the top, kind of the game plan. We're back in the shop. We got us a piece of 16 gauge here. Picked it up from my cousin Tyler's shop. Thank God I have a cousin that has a machine shop, so whenever I get into a pickle, he usually has a piece of sheet metal for me. So, this is our side kick panel for the mousetrap. We're gonna trace this out and wrestle it in there, so let's see what we get into. All right, that's our piece, cut it. All right, so we got the first piece in there. You can see it's tied up against the top of the dash piece and then to the firewall, to the floorboard. And now I'm going to, right here at the end of the dash, I'm gonna fold this area in so that it goes into the cans more. So that is the plan of attack on that one. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one and put it on the driver's side to see if it's close at all. Yeah, it'd be nice if they were both the same. And then once we do that, we'll put us a little 45 piece coming here and go from there.
okay, so while Corey's inside cutting, there's exhaust tubing right here, and I can already tell it's probably gonna be too big. My drink of choice is water. Corey drinks sweet tea. This is probably the biggest cup that will have to fit in there. And let me turn this around, and it's probably too big. I mean, that is, yeah, entirely too big. So, no go for that.
Is that another helicopter?
Yeah, going over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been like a helicopter going through here.
Someone must have like a marijuana plantation or something that they're trying to find. I mean, there's at least a helicopter going over.
Every other day.
Yeah.
They're probably looking at all our farm trucks.
They probably are. There is a show out where they fly over and find farm trucks, but it's in like Canada or something. Anyway, so we've got both side panels on. They're not gonna look like this. It's gonna be either cut at a 45 or just drop down and then this way. But I did bring both my cup holders from my truck. I don't know if they're gonna go in here like this, or if you go flat, you just can't have, Corey can't get a large anywhere to go.
So the plan is now we're gonna have to pop the center console out, fold these little bat wings around, and then we'll have to put a flange on it. So this console will bolt to these, because remember the center console is removable. So that's the plan of attack. Let's pop the center console out real quick and then mount our, well, Hannah's got the steering. Don't mind the steering. She's got bungee cord up because it's in the way.
Yes.
It kind of looks funky, but we got to fill in this little hole. We'll put a little dome around that thing, but for the most part, they're just kind of sitting there, but they're where they need to be. So let's go ahead and pull the console.
I feel like that's plenty of feet.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I mean, some people are having to 2-foot it over the steering. So
Yeah, that's right. So this is good. We got enough room for our brake pedal and stuff in there. Yeah. Plenty of room. All right, well, move your cup holders. Let's pull that thing out. Probably just have to work it back and forth. Oh, you got the bolts in finally?
I just stepped on it.
Good.
Yeah.
The heavy?
It's not too bad.
If we need to drag race someone, we can just remove that so we're lighter.
Yes. Homie.
What? I lost the lid.
My mustache.
Oh, was it on it?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, get in there.
Up here?
Well done. Okay. All right, well done.
What is going on? You have ground up there,
Yeah,
girl?
yeah. Just gotta get her done. There you go. There you go.
There.
Now go on to the back.
This one might be difficult because it,
You might go get it here.
okay, let me see. I can't hardly see in that tunnel that way.
So we made us a template. This is where the cup holders, go ahead and grab your cup holders and show them what we got going. So this, we got the center console back in there. Our little front sections are in here. Now this piece is gonna go up in here. I know you guys can't quite see, and we can't really either, so don't feel bad. So this goes in here like that.
Just gonna go at a very slight angle like this. And these cup holders,
We're gonna set at probably a whatever degree this is. I don't even know if I can tell. Yeah, I don't know. This degree is what the cup holders are gonna set. So if we go to McDonald's to get something to drink, you're just gonna have to drink a big swig out of it first because the cup holders are gonna be at an angle. But here's our piece we need.
now how are we putting that piece in there with metal? Like, cause you're bending that.
I don't know yet. So that's gonna set there like that. All right, guys, this is not the end of the video, believe it or not. We still got tons to do, but it is 5 o'clock and we're supposed to have this at the sandblaster at 5 o'clock. So we got to get the farm truck hooked up to the trailer yet, get this body off and
I
load
don't know
it.
what he's been doing all day, but
I've been slacking, but we were trying to get the interior ready for sandblast as well, just to make it a little bit easier on us later, but
with us going back and forth and in and out of there after we get it back, we don't want it to be greasy and then the paint or whatever bed liner not stick. So we're just gonna have to do that on a later day or us just scuff it up. So.
that's right. So let's go get the farm truck hooked up and get this thing loaded up on it. Zarin decided to show up for something, so now we're gonna put him to work while he's here. All right, so we're gonna try to lift up the Crosley with the rafters of the shop. We'll end up with the roof on us here in a little bit.
I hope not.
We got places to go and you're in here making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
What man is going to complain about me making a sandwich?
I'm not complaining.
You
We're
are
just
complaining.
No.
Oh, what's taking you so long? Well, I'll eat your sandwich too.
No.
Well, then don't be mad at me.
I was
if
going
I'm
to take you to
taking a
White
sandwich.
Castle.
I would love to go. I just need an appetizer.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting.
Okay.
I think Corey lost his appetite. They're putting turkey trap on the field. Oh, it's getting worse. Yeah, there it is.
All right, I am at Kevin Prince's picking up the Mousetrap. He just sandblasted it. It looks good, so we're loading it up right now. As you can see, Kevin's back there. We're gonna load it on the trailer. Load it up on the trailer, head back home, get it primed tonight. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. We don't want the rust overnight, so we're going to head back and get this baby in primer. It is in primer. Everything's in primer, but I just touched it. Everything's in primer but the firewall. The reason the firewall isn't in primer yet is because I still have to finish welding it. So I'm just going to back it in tonight and it'll be fine. And it won't, you know, if it gets a little bit of surface rust on it, I can knock it off, buzz it off. But I still have to weld the tunnel to the firewall. So there's no sense of me painting it and then just burning it back off. But there you have it. The Mousetrap is officially in edge primer. Before it gets too dark, I'm going to go ahead and put a second layer of edge primer on it. I literally mopped it on this car about 30 minutes. I mean, it was a pretty quick process. It went on a lot quicker than I expected. Minnie, who is it? Who is it, Minnie?
They know dinner has arrived.
Did you bring him something?
I got you lots of food. I got you steak. Hello.
Hello.
The driveway looks better.
Yeah, I'm working on it. What about the Mousetrap?
Looks a lot different. Hey, there's a box we got.
Oh yeah.
And I was gonna sneak and open it, but then I seen it was all wrapped in a burlap sack.
Talking like me.
So I couldn't sneak in there and look.
We'll have to open it.
I know.
Is it a big box?
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Here's what they want to hear. Oh man, I know. Hang on. Pork chop for men. Beverly, you want a sandwich? Oh, pork? That's a Billy the Kid. Got off work. If you don't know, I'm a server and I work open to close every day. So
Look to your right.
that ain't mine. That's Minnie's. But I work open to close, so my feet are killing me. So I'm just taking a little breather before we get to work. I don't know what's in store because Corey already painted the car, which is fantastic because he knows I'm a terrible painter. I can make paint run on a flat
Surely you
surface.
could have used a brush.
You know me. He told me, I painted wheels one time. He's like, you can't mess it up. You can't make paint run on a flat surface. I proved him wrong. So I don't do a lot of painting anymore.
Yeah, so the plan is we just got some odds and ends stuff to do tonight. So that's what we're going to do. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I got going on over here. What I got going on in here is a mess. That's what I got going on. But, so I got some brackets from Shane. My buddy got all these brackets cut out for us. Those are just frame stiffeners. That is for the exhaust for the twin turbo. That is to hold the grill down. The other part of the twin turbo bracket is up here. So that's to come, but I don't know if that'll be this video or not. But what I got going on is bracing everything up, making it look cool. Since it is the mousetrap, I'm trying to do everything with holes so it kind of looks like Swiss cheese. So got some brackets to go here, and then there's also another one that goes here. And then I've been putting these support brackets here, also there, and on the back. So bracing everything up, and then we still got to we had the bag brackets in it, but I removed them and I got brackets for that. So that's the plan for tonight. I get my little homie over here as soon as she catches up, and we'll start welding some stuff together.
All right, so we've got a lot done. We've just kind of put the phone down and, you know, just got going on stuff. We've been looking for the perfect shifter for the mousetrap, and I think we're going to put it in the middle of the console. I don't know if you remember this truck from Kansas, but
yeah, so this is Hannah's new Viking.
And I mean, could you imagine? I wouldn't have to like lift up on the door and, you know, all that good stuff. But anyway, so these doors are actually heavy. Well, it's on the other side.
Well, we're either going to use this one here. I think that was for the hydraulic bed. And then there is the emergency brake one on the other side.
Which I like that one. I think that one would be good.
So that's our plan with the shifter on this thing.
But what you haven't seen is Corey, you know, the frame was all tack welded together. Well, frame was welded together.
It was welded together, but it's missing all the brackets and stuff like that. So we got all that on there.
Yeah, so Corey, I'll let him show you what he's been doing, because we didn't want to bore you with just a bunch of time lapse and videos of him welding. So we are in the future home of Corey Wheat Customs. All this dirt everywhere.
One day I'll have a nice building here. We'll be under the roof of our new building.
Yeah.
If I ever get one made or built. All right, so here is the frame. Everything is put on it. So what you guys did miss out on was like the brackets to hold the grill on. Everything is welded up. It's headed to sandblast. Kevin Prince is going to be sandblasting it for us. So that's
which he does know about it this time.
He does know, yeah. It was a surprise visit last time. But what else you guys have missed is we went ahead and put all the brackets on the frame, all the gussets for the air ride and stuff like that. Like a lot of you guys would message me and say, hey, this needs a bracket, this needs a bracket. I'm like, I know it needs a bracket. It's not done. Like, just trust the process. And part of that is my fault because I didn't tell you guys that we're putting a bracket here, there, and whatever. But here it is. It's all bracketed up. And the reason why I had the holes in it, since it's the mousetrap, I figured like Swiss cheese kind of thing.
Yeah, so he did that up here too.
So
that is a bracket to hold the grill on.
Yes. So there's an upper bracket for the grill, and there's also a lower bracket down here. Our hoops, they're all bracketed and everything like that. It's pretty much done. The chassis is done. The only thing we have to do when we get back is we got to put shock tabs on the upper side of the frame and the axle. But the frame's pretty much done. As soon as it gets back from Kevin, we're going to paint it and then start putting everything back together. So that's the game plan. All right, guys, it's going to be the end of this video. I kind of feel bad in a way because I don't really know where we're at even really with this car and what, I don't know. It's just stress is getting there because we're only like 3 weeks away from Beatersville, and
I can't wait.
We are really trying to have this car done, so we did have to put the camera down and just get to work. Like today we could have filmed some, but we just got to get this thing going.
And the wiring, it may not be all done. So when we say it's going to be done, it's going to be work in progress because, you know, the wiring and all that stuff, the ignition, I mean, that stuff takes a lot of time. and the tail lights, headlights. So it'll probably just be on a trailer or follow me into the, you know, I might be pulling it into Beatersville, but either way, it's going to be there. I don't care. We are going down south to our friends so he can help us.
Oh, pinstripe it? The paint. Yeah, so what you guys last you seen was us primering the mousetrap, or I primered it because Hannah wasn't home yet, but got the mousetrap and primer. We are painting it, but it is going to be a patina paint job, and
we're learning from the best.
We're learning. So. We're going through like a patina painting class is what we're doing. And so that's the plan with that. We got some pretty cool ideas for the mousetrap. We got twin turbos to do yet, so hopefully in the next video we can start on doing the turbo and stuff like that on it. And headed to Line X in Columbus here this weekend. I'm gonna head there and have the whole inside of it bed linered.
I'll be at work.
So a lot of this has just been trying to, you know, finish loose ends that are just boring to film. So that's where we're at with that. And we have something coming. We have 2 things coming. I cannot wait to show you guys. We got from our friends Adventure Made from Scratch.
Oh yeah.
And
they'll be here this weekend, hopefully.
Yeah. So we are excited to show you guys what we got. We got 3 things new coming in, so that's exciting. But without us rambling on, guess we'll see you guys next Wednesday at 6.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And
have a good week.
Have a good week. Yeah.
I was about to be real mad. What do you want? We're boring her. Now we're taking time to look for his face shield. They were just right here. I don't know. Probably. Did you have anything to do with that? Well, we got a game plan. I don't want to breathe. Wait till it clears out. Over there.
We forgot the filter. Oh, well, we know it fits, I guess. Take 1, mousetrap 3.
Mousetrap. Here we go again.
All right, guys.